Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watch Our Rams video. So back with the Erisdelle of Dawn Codex. This is a brand new one and it is very much focused on single target damage. So you have the boss, which does all these spells and all of them inflict Thunderlock. And every 3 stacks of this does a 15-second stun. And then after casting her spell 4 times, she splits up into 2 clones. The burning one on the right and then the poison one on the left. So poison reduces heals by 50%, burn reduces attack by 50%, and after they cast 4 spells, they join together to channel a very lethal hit. And if let's say you don't kill them by then, your team normally gets just wiped out immediately. So there is a bug going on with that, which is that if you do anti-heal on the boss before they actually do that channeling, they start off with 0 HP because sometimes what happens is that they accumulate all the damage you've done to them ever since they split up. If that damage is more than what the clone possesses, they just immediately start with 0 HP instead. Now, mechanic is a bit tough to understand, but just know that if you do the anti-heal before they split up or anything, they will just wind up with 0% HP, which breezes you through that phase. Now, obviously that's going to be patched out, but for now, we're just going to show the run with anti-heal involved and see how far we can go. So let's head in. And yeah, so the deployment is going to be very straightforward. We're going to do Dracula here, Halloween, and then let's do Soakadins on the side here. And then we'll buff Lyra here. Urban Hall, and Violet are being here. Now we just wait for the stats to be up for everyone before we cast one big ultimate. And that's gonna be how most of the run goes in terms of how we cast ultimates, in the sense that we're gonna do them together as one big hit. I don't know why my Gretchen was not building stacks, so you just have to quickly restart there.
Enter freely and of your own will. The inferno grows.
Such strength. I almost pity them.
Just wait again. Let's build up. Okay, they're building up this time, so that's good. Go ahead to cast all the ultimates. This is how we are doing all the hits most of the time. I have to channel all of them together with Gretchen with the crit damage buff. That way we'll do the maximum damage possible. Now we just wait. Cast all these big spells together, start doing damage to the clones. Bear in mind what I said, once the clones split up, whatever damage that you do to them, it will be inflicted onto them once more when you when they go into the channeling state if you put anti-heal on them. Once Gretchen gets the ultimate, we're gonna cast it, as well as do the dispels. And then let's do the anti-heal here, and the clones should start out with 0% HP there. Yeah, there you go. Now we proceed to the second phase.
Mother's blessings upon you.
Should be one more hit here before we do the ultimates.
Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood.
Nature is always what all lives are.
Then 2 stacks of Thunderlock. We're going to do the dispel. And now we just wait for enough stacks to, you know, get down the lingering shades again. There you go. The ultimates.
Loyal servant.
And And then once he starts doing the poison, that's where we put down the stacks again. Two stacks of poison. Here we can go ahead to cast the ultimates. We'll do the anti-heal as well. That's just gonna help and bring down both clones instantly.
Mother's blessings upon you.
The ultimates.
Nature is always ready. Oh, fear not.
This spell.
Friend.
And yeah, it's rinse and repeat here basically, but with the third ultimate onwards, we do have to be a bit careful with Dracula's timing, and I'll touch on it when we actually get to that. After the poison stack comes out, put down the heals. See Gretchen ramping up the stacks really quickly. After the poison is out, dispels, and then we're going to do the anti-heal when we get this. And then we're going to hold on to Dracula's ultimate. Reason being that the Burning Blaze, the stacks of burn actually are lethal now to Dracula. We just want to hold out to that until all the damage is dispelled off. And yeah, after this is just a rinse and repeat of the remaining phases. I think there's 3 more phases that we can get by to. And yeah, the only difference now is that Dracula's ultimate will be set up differently. That's the ultimate. Now we have 2 stacks of Thunderlock, so we cast the spell, dispel everyone. Yeah, we can split up again. Just waiting for Gretchen to have his stacks up. Spells.
Mother's blessings upon you.
The Venom, which is gonna start after heals. Second stack here, we're gonna cast the Ravenhall ultimate in a bit again. And same thing with the Blazing Flare, we're just waiting on the Halloween heal before we pop the ultimate, and yeah, no burns, you can go ahead to activate everything.
Mother's blessings upon you.
Ultimates again.
Listen to them, children of the night.
All lives are precious.
I'm gonna put down the Wood Elf here as insurance. And we're gonna do the Dispel. You can see the timings are getting tighter. It is very hard for Dracula to survive, otherwise just bear that in mind when you're getting to the later phases. Just waiting for Lingering Shade again. Ultimates.
Bow, loyal servant. Mother's blessings upon you.
What else? Gretchen's is gonna build up the stacks really quickly. ultimate.
Oh, fear
And
not.
after which we'll do Dracula. Let's hope that's enough damage to take down the boss. Unfortunately, it's not. And yeah, the team basically just dies off here because there won't be enough damage coming out anymore. So that's basically the run. I think there's a bit of bad RNG there. We could have probably gotten to one more round and that will get to the 1 billion score, but the 1 million score, but the run basically rinses and repeat from there. And I think the next run, you're gonna have to put all the damage out you can from the start because otherwise you won't be able to do so. You won't be able to pass the next phase for sure. So yeah, let's take a quick look at gear before we end off the video. So Cadence, Hell's Lament, and you have the Tear of Twilight, and then Gretchen is in Cataclysm with the Shadowed Hilt, and then Lyra is in Cataclysm with the Tear of Twilight. Belata Vane is in Sober Arcana with the Tear of Twilight, and Riven Hall is in Wings of Grace along with the Frosthorn Staff. Then we have Count Dracula in Hell's Lament, as well as exclusive. I did use a Warlock Quad on him because I ran out of quads. And then after which we have Zealous, just in Wings of Grace here, and the Immovable Object variant. And then last but not least, Elowen in Invigoration, as well as the Euphoric Orb. So yeah, that's basically it for the video. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.